basically I have a form here that's it's a printout of FileMaker Pro database, and I write down the address of the house, the coordinates from the GPS, the distance from the road, the date surveyed. We give it a unique identifier, and then I write down some information like what kind of roof it has, what kind of siding it has, and then if it has a chimney or a porch, and then what kind of architectural style it is. And then I just write down a few notes about it. That's pretty much it. And then we go back through these when we get to work and just make sure that we have the styles right.
Here comes the big dog. We haven't been attacked by a dog yet. Yet. He's not happy with us though. Well, that's a 4-square for sure.
What makes you say that?
You can look at it. It has 2 bays on each side, and it's actually a perfectly square house. And it's got the hipped roof, so the roof kind of goes up like this, and it just makes it a perfectly square house kind of thing. And it's the fact that it has the bay and then bay all the way around it. 6. Ready?
Yep.
55506. 63402. That is not east. Southwest at 240 degrees. I don't know, you guessed it already.
Okay.
Now on the creek forward, so you can
Watch
get
out.
a picture. I know. I'm gonna try to turn it off. There we go.
Okay, I think this is as good as it's getting.
Okay. Whoa.
Hello.
Definitely, we sometimes see these abandoned buildings. Unfortunately, I don't know why people abandon a building. We can take a picture of it and GPS. We don't have an address or anything, obviously, and we can't really see the true style, but we can say that there's an abandoned building here. It's got a gable roof and wood siding. See, we got some features. I don't see any of the exposed rafters that most of some of the older traditional houses with the exposed rafters that you can see. A lot of them have that in this offset or inset porch. A lot of them sometimes have the a second gabled porch that'll stick out like a bungalow or craftsman. But this is really typical of what we find a lot of.
Nothing being into about that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that.
Is there something up there?
There is, but it doesn't. It's more like a corner in the back. You can see the edge of it. Well, first we want to get as much of the information as we can while we're there. We don't want to rely on the picture too much when we get back because our first impressions are probably the right impressions. So we want to get down as much information as we can. The address, the coordinates that we get on the GPS, how far it is away from the road, what direction it is. We use our map to do a lot of that with the direction. Okay. We also get the photo image. It is a rough number. We do have to base it on our unique identifier. However, the original photo in the camera is different from that, so we do have to change that later on the computer. We have to know what type of building it is, whether it's most of the ones we've been doing are domestic. There are some agricultural and there are some outbuildings. We have done a few churches. We want to get the different types of identifiers, such as the roof type, roof materials, and what the walls are made of. Most of the ones we've been seeing are either going to be the composition shingles for the roof, and the walls are going to be the siding or brick, most of the ones we found. Chimney and porch, and then we want to get a rough estimate of when we think it was built. Most of them are going to be 45 to 80. We have gotten a few 1900 to 1929. Haven't really seen any in the 1800s, so mostly more recent.
When we come up to a house or structure, what I do is the GPS device at the structure and click on enter, and then it gives me the coordinates, and I give those to Laura and she writes them down on our data sheet. And then I go in and enter a new waypoint, which our grid is C5, so it's C5 and then the number of the structure. This particular structure was 52, so that's our next waypoint. And then from there I just go in and save it so that we have our waypoints saved and they're entered in on a map, and then we'll go back and plot them on our map.